in my world right now, because this week is an exciting week. An exciting week because I have various different things happening. So I'm recording a series of conversations right now with different people, practitioners, recoverers, anyone really who's interested in this idea of mind-body medicine. And what I'm doing this week is I'm going to actually schedule a premiere of the conversation I recorded last week with a colleague and practitioner friend of mine, Jane Lumley, where we're going to be talking about the book that I wrote 3 years ago, The Scar That Won't Heal, which is just out now, folks, as an audiobook version. And Jane has read it, very kindly read it, in return for a review, but she really wanted to ask me deeper questions. And so I was really happy to have the conversation with her about why I wrote it, what the difficulties were, and what I got from doing it, some of the deeper understandings. And then in addition, obviously, she's asking me stuff as well about how some of the concepts in there and digging deep. So we've got a really exciting little conversation coming up this Wednesday, 12 p.m. British summertime, BST. Don't know what that is in your time zone, but you can check it out. And I think it's a really, really interesting conversation to have, because we get a lot of technical information out there, and there's an awful lot on the web where you can find out stuff. But to have it adapted personally to your life situation, that's the real beauty of healing. And for me, it was working out what was going on in my life that needed rebalancing. And so that was the learning for me. And what I've learned, I've actually translated into the science, and I've written the book. And I also decided to narrate an audio version because that reaches so many more people. And that was so exciting to do, but it was really, really tough. I thought because I've done radio work, it'd be really simple, just a matter of, sitting down and recording like I am now. No, narration is a really important skill. And if you have never done it before, you really need to be working with an experienced sound engineer. So luckily I managed to find not one, but two. And I had somebody who sort of took me through the basics to start with, and we recorded most of the stuff. And then I had a second one who's able to edit for me and master the files and upload. So having done that now, the result is out. It's on Audible. It's shortly to be on Amazon as well. But I really encourage you just to check it out, because there's a lot there about ordinary trauma, everyday trauma that happens to everyone. Not just the big events in life, but the small cumulative things that happen over a childhood. And most people have some, and a lot of my clients that I see have an awful lot. And overcoming that and retraining the brain to not see threat everywhere is a really big part of recovery from chronic illness. So looking forward to that conversation. Before that, same day, at 10:30, I'm doing a webinar, a live webinar for the Chrysalis Effect. And Chrysalis Effect are a not-for-profit organisation based in the UK here, who deals specifically with CFS-ME, chronic fatigue syndrome, and related syndromes like fibromyalgia. And they've got an online program, and they wanted me to do a webinar on anxiety, because we see a lot of people coming with, they've got so caught up in the symptomology of that condition, and the obviously there's all the childhood stuff as well, which they haven't resolved, and then there's the toxicity that their body is dealing with. And they come to you and they're in such a state, and just giving supplements or lifestyle suggestions is often not the first place to start. The first place to start, we have discovered, particularly with people who've had it a long time, and or people who have gone through the mill of going to conventional medicine and being led from pillar to post and not finding answers. We are finding now with our NHS intake, National Health Service, that there's a very different feel around these people, because they haven't yet had to look so widely into the more holistic, let's say, or integrated or functional approaches. And so we've got to introduce, first of all, that anxiety is a natural result. It's not the problem. It's your body's attempt to resolve the problem. then I've got to give you some strategies for identifying and reducing anxiety so that people can then go on to heal. So I'm very excited to be doing that one with Elaine Wilkins, who's the director and founder of the Chrysalis Effect, and that's at 10:30 on Wednesday, the 17th of July. And the link, I'll provide it below for anyone who wants to join us there. Finally, so we've got the audiobook that's out and I'm promoting that. Also, my third book, which is on the subject of aging and healthy aging and how to do that well. I won't say guess my age because I'll get some really horrible comments. But yeah, so it's called Losing Our Minds. And it's out now on Amazon as a self-published book, but I have rigorously gone through the latest information for you. I've compiled everything that I've either viewed online webinars and or scanned through references and my reading, which is extensive, so you don't have to. But also because I love to distill information and combine it, and that's what I've done. So Losing Our Minds is also out now on Amazon. Looking forward to promoting that soon, but you can find it now. Anyway, take care, everyone. Hope to see you soon. Bye for now.